Hello, welcome to IMHO.
In my homosexual opinion, I'm Auntie Chan.
I'm Darby.
And I'm Alexis P. Bevels. The P today stands for podcast. You know what I was listening to on the way over here?
A podcast?
Yes. I was listening to the new podcast, Wanna Be on Top, the new Shea Coulee podcast.
Ooh, is it good?
It's so good.
Ooh.
And it's not an episode by episode. It's just like her talking with her friends about podcast and the impact. And it's so fun. Nicole Byer is the first episode. It's incredible.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
I watched a few episodes of America's Next Top Model because as an American bottom model, I do feel like I need to... That was a sexual position joke. I'm actually on top of the pack, okay? Since I knew that I would become a model one day, I thought I could watch. But it didn't hold my interest because as soon as like Miss J was done teaching them, I was like, great, there's nothing else to watch. So if I wasn't like a big watcher... I'll still enjoy the podcast,
You'll still enjoy
right?
the podcast, yeah. It's so cute. I was into one season. It was the one with, her name was Joni, and she had the teeth. There was two girls. One had a gap in her teeth that she loved, and then Joni, who had kind of messed up teeth, and she was a little insecure about. And Tyra got them both new teeth, and Joni was just so excited. Then the girl that won, spoiler, she was like, I like my gap. I want to keep it. And now I'm like, yes, queen, keep your gap.
No, that's not what Tyra wanted. I love when there was just a girl that was in love with their hair and Tyra would be like, shave her head. That is,
Oh, that's what you like? Let me torture you. She was unhinged.
She was
Oh my god.
The same episode that they did that dinner party where they walked around and they had to do like improv with the perfume was the same episode.
Oh, yeah.
They had the swinging clocks.
Oh, that they had to walk through.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
it was
That's
torture.
American Ninja Warrior
Yeah.
model. Wow.
No, I didn't watch a lot of America's Next Top Model, but I did watch a lot of the Tyra Talk Show. And let's just say that the delusion did not end with America's Next Top Model. She became even further. She was more unhinged.
I wish I had more delusion. We always talk about that. You know when people are so delusional?
Like, so, it's the confident delusion. I have the delusion that, like, I feel like everyone hates me and I'm going to be murdered at any moment. That's delusional, right?
Oh, yeah. I have that too.
Yeah.
But the,
Okay.
Whoa.
Sorry, just needed validation
You looked
that
at
I
me
was
like-
delusional. But the delusion of, like, God, I'm so good at drag. Like, oh, I look so great all the time. I want that.
You know what?
Yeah.
If you accepted that this is your part-time job or full-time job, I think there is some delusion with that. Like, I'm like, this is okay. I have wigs in my bedroom. I have
You're right.
bins full of dresses. I'm pretending to be a lady.
Just signing,
There's some delusion with that.
signing
That's
onto
true.
it as a career. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
I'm a little deluded.
And a little unhinged, too. So, can we be so mad at Tyra
No.
for making it money?
There is not, I mean,
well, I'm mad at Tyra, but not for those reasons.
The forehead.
I'm mad at her for Life Size 2. There was something missing. It was Lindsay Lohan. Right?
I saw a tweet. Someone said, did you know that there's a sequel to the original Parent Trap where the young girls are now parents and they try to parent trap they try to like do shenanigans
their
with their
kids up?
kids? No.
They want their
That's-
cousins to...
That's
That is the
Philip
royal
and
family. There
Queen
you go.
Elizabeth.
That's the royal Parent Trap. But they were like, this, if ever there was a comeback for Lilo, this is it. Lindsay Lohan needs to come back, reprise her role as the twins, and do shenanigans with their kids.
Hook up her kids. Speaking of...
He died.
He died.
He died.
He died.
Is that where you're going?
Trending with McDonald's Sprite.
Who died?
Prince Philip is dead.
Oh.
Now, I think perhaps his body died a long time ago.
With Mitch McConnell's hand.
Yes.
Yeah.
They were both in a...
They were
boat
hooking their kids
accident.
up. A few people were getting mad that people were like making jokes about his death on Twitter. And like, Prince Philip wasn't like a great guy.
insane.
And he also lived to be 99. It would be horrible if like a 16-year-old princess died and we made fun of her death immediately. I mean, give it some time.
Isn't he also the one that was like
Super racist.
allegations and predatory and all that?
No, that's Prince Andrew.
Oh, PA. Okay, sorry.
People
We're talking
expect the
about PP.
world to mourn. I'm not gonna...
No, I don't know you, Prince Philip. When Elizabeth dies, will I mourn? Absolutely, because she's a lady.
She's a...
You don't have a Pop Tart of, what are these called? Bobbleheads?
Funko Pop.
Funko
Funko
Pops.
Pop of Prince Philip?
Pop-Tart.
Oh yeah, there isn't. Well, if there, maybe I just didn't buy it.
No,
Is
there
it the one
can't
that's face
be.
down?
No, that's Prince Charles. He and Diana got into a fight. They both fell over.
That's cute.
So Prince Philip died, and it was, what struck me was when I first saw it on Twitter, it said, "He's dead" is trending with McDonald's Sprite.
It's a spicy beverage?
I guess so. At his age and his heritage, drinking anything with a little bit of kick would just send him over. And so I think a McDonald's Sprite, it makes sense that did him in.
I love that. I love when, like, something tragic is happening and then, like, there's always a little bit of room for advertising. Like, this message is brought to you by McDonald's Sprite. Make sure to pick up the Sprite today at McDonald's.
Yeah, and it's not... I did have a McDonald's Sprite that night. I don't even drink Sprite.
Guerrilla marketing.
How come? But we had Good Friday like the week before, and Jesus died, and I didn't see anybody trending "He's dead" with McDonald's Sprite. Where's Jesus?
Well, he was doing
endorsement?
fillet of fish, because if you go by one, it multiplies into.
Ow.
You could feed the.
That's funny.
Have you ever mixed Sprite with wine, actually, or like wine with Coke? I talk about
Wine
this
with
all the
Coke,
time.
Wine
yes.
with Coke, yes.
Yeah.
I have.
It's so good.
But Sprite with wine is kind of like a sangria.
No thanks. Ladies.
And that was the news.
And that.
And that's the news.
R.I.P. Prince Philip. Elizabeth will be joining you soon. I don't know for a fact. I'm not wishing that upon her. I shouldn't have said that.
Kissing cousins.
Just let's start over.
Okay. Hello. Welcome to IMHO. No. We are down to one of our last few episodes of season 13.
Yeah.
Girl.
It's the final 4.
It's the final countdown. Now, were we under any sort of
Obligation?
delusion?
Presumption.
Were we
Oh.
under any sort of delusion that the final 4 would not remain the final 4? Did we actually think there would be a final 3?
Oh, I don't know.
I think I sort of did, and then the episode started, and I was like, "Oh no, this is like a final lap. This is just like
This is an appreciation episode.
episode."
Oh, yeah.
Now, from this final 4, well, Olivia had just left.
Mm-hmm.
What do we feel on this final 4? What do we feel about
I love them.
the top 4? Yeah.
Obviously, we're biased. It's missing a little Denali. But as far as Final Four goes that don't have Denali, that's fine. They're great. I'm happy to see everyone there. And I think they all deserve.
Yeah, and the candy backlash with everyone saying she doesn't deserve to be in the final 4. Bitch, she played the game. She made this season watchable, lovable. I mean,
Yes.
not that it wasn't watchable without her, but she brought...
She deserves
played
to be
the
there.
game. I like how you said that.
She played the game
Yeah.
really well.
Because it's a game show.
It is
Yeah,
a
it is.
competition.
And it's not just a competition between her and the other queens. It's also her with the producers. Her
Yeah.
that's a skill.
Do you
to
think
make
she
good reality
intentionally
TV.
played that, or that she was just lovable TV?
A little bit of that.
Was
A
this
little
an
bit of
autopilot
this. A little
situation?
bit of kissing cousins.
Of course, I want Denali in that top 4 too.
Really? Because I don't know that you do.
Do you think she? Oh no!
I'm melting.
I got instant karma because it hit me.
Oh.
Stop touching
Oh my
it.
God!
Do you hear the?
touching it.
Do you hear the tickle?
Is that why Denali gave it to you?
I didn't think about that.
She was trying to
Baby,
show
she's
girls
playing
the
me.
view.
Oh.
That's why you hate her.
Why? And then all of them.
Yeah. Don't walk down any
I'm kidding.
stairs.
I'm kidding.
Give her Miss Congeniality. I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna give out. Miss
Give her a fan
Congeniality.
favorite.
Give her fan favorite.
Give her a fan favorite. We all know Miss Congeniality is going to Tina Burner.
That's mean.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be.
I was
Every time we
was
say
saying
something
stupid.
mean to someone, rhinestones jump
She
off.
loves
I love
She
this.
lets me
So
know.
Chan walked in and she brings this, like, she takes out the bag.
It's stunning.
And we're like, oh my God. And she's like, yeah, Denali was getting rid of some of her drag. And I guess, like, I got to take some. And we were like, wow, that's so exciting. And then she's been losing a rhinestone every few minutes. And I
Every
was like,
exhale.
this is a sabotage.
No.
This is showgirls.
No, you look gorgeous.
This is showgirls.
No, this is really fun. This is very ice skatery. But if she has gone through her entire career as an ice skater and like most of these stones stayed on, and then as soon as I start wearing them, they pop off, I'm gonna get self-conscious.
No, you're too hot. Get it? Because she's so icy, they stay on, but you got too hot, you
She's
melted
icy,
the glue.
spicy.
I like
You're
that.
hotsy totsy.
I can't wait for all these to fall off.
They will by the end of this.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Speaking of Tic Tacs, I've told this story a million times. Have I? When my sister was in high school, I was forced to go with them prom dress shopping, and back then everything was beads. And I had an orange Tic Tac case bottle, and I would go around picking up the beads that were on the floor that had jumped off the outfits. And in one shop, a man yelled at me for stealing the beads.
Hey, those aren't Tic Tacs. And you said, I know. They're for something special. That's
exactly how I sounded.
This week, they are doing a RuPaul feature on the song Lucky.
Is that a brand new song, right?
That's a brand new song.
Ooh, world premiere. Yeah, it was cute.
It was a good song. It's got a good kick. It's got a good bridge.
When we were watching it, Curtis goes, I like that one because it's not like her usual, like, club thing where I can't hear a song. Like, this is like a fun song. And I was like, all right, Dad. I'm dating my father.
There's this TikTok that is just a dad watching Drag Race. I don't know if you've seen it. You know what I'm talking about?
No, that sounds so cute.
Okay, I gotta find it because he watches Denali's elimination episode, and as it unfolds, he's like very happy, like, oh, I don't know about that Candy. She's kind of loud, and like there's a moment where Denali gets eliminated, and he just like slowly shuts down. He's like, I don't know if I like this show. I don't know about this show.
Yes, Dad.
Having a ton of dad opinions. A question. So they're very close to $100,000. What would you do with that 100K?
Ooh,
that's a lot of money.
Oh.
What would you do if you got $100,000 in the account?
Well, then
I don't have
then
very...
she'd have $5 left over.
Yeah, because I am overdrawn.
Yeah.
I have a little bit of debt I would square away. I would fix that, but that wouldn't be a big dent because it's just a little debt. And
Be so humble.
Yeah, and then I think I would take my girls out.
Where you going?
No, not you, my daughters. I think I would take them out to probably like Olive Garden or something.
I'm gonna report you to the authorities.
You know what I've been wanting to do, and I've really been wanting to actually do it, not a bit. Just get a hotel room for a night downtown in Chicago and get some wine and order some
$100,000
food.
for that.
A staycation.
Honey, how I travel, we do need $100,000.
Where?
Excuse me.
Oh, we're going
First
to the
class.
Hilton.
First class, all the way. Private car.
Hotel steaks.
Private bus. Yes, steaks.
Private bus. We want a private bus. I would buy new teeth. That would be my number one.
Oh, no, I would do
And
that.
then I'd buy you some off-brand Lumineers.
The band?
Lumineers, aren't Lumineers the shittier version of veneers because they're just like a sticker?
No, Lumineers are a band. They sing "Shut Up and Dance."
I think
with
she's
me.
right.
Oh, what's mine?
Lumineers.
No.
Veneers.
Veneers.
Veneers are like the real ones, but then there's some
And
called
then there's-
Lumineers, and they're just like you just glue teeth to your teeth.
That's so sweet.
I'd buy you those. No, I would buy you like wooden blocks to put in the back so you could chew
George
through.
Washington about, yeah.
I wouldn't
Wait.
buy you teeth because you don't need teeth because your teeth are
Stop.
perfect.
Okay, my mom told me that if I do get veneers, keep the gap.
Yeah, I like the gap.
That's where the money goes.
What did I just say? Tyra Banks. Love your
I'm Team
gap.
Gap. I'm Team Gap.
Fall into it, love it, mind it, keep it.
Of course, I'm gonna give the dad answer. Invest in property. But what can you buy? What property can you buy with $100,000?
Boats.
Oh.
That's okay.
I want a boat.
My dad never said a lot that I agreed with, but he did once say that if you buy a boat, it's like buying a hole in a lake and just throwing money into the hole.
Well, we're gay. We love holes.
And that's always stuck with me. Not everything else he said. Those things I went to therapy to get rid of those things that he said. But that...
The one time your dad mentioned hole, you started listening. It's the podcast episode. Up first, we got Gottmik. Gottmik is just being his lovely, joyous self. So charming.
Charming. Rue is obsessed.
Mm-hmm.
Rue is obsessed with Gottmik's porn star name. They give him a porn star name. Cade. Well, because his name is Cade.
Yeah.
Oh, that is a very porn
No, didn't
star
she ask, like, did you get that from, like, a porn star?
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
he was like, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Curtis, I watched it with Curtis, so he's not used to watching Drag Race because as soon as Denali got kicked off, he was like, no. Like that dad.
Good reason, like
Yeah.
dads do.
Yeah.
Say, I told you I'm dating my dad. He was like, she's laughing really hard. Like, she's really into this. Like, RuPaul is. I was like, that's what she's been all season.
Mm-hmm.
She's been laughing. She's been crying.
Mm-hmm.
It's...
Do you hear your dog dreaming?
I know, she barks. And
She's so cute in the dreaming.
she's running away from RuPaul, who is laughing.
So hard. I have a vision of the future.
Oh, what'd you see?
RuPaul's going to fire Raven and hire Gottmik to do her makeup.
No, she's got to keep Raven. She needs the diversity.
Brown women.
Supporting brown women.
BIPOC.
Something that I've learned sort of recent-ish via Twitter, because Twitter is where I learn things.
The truth.
Mm-hmm.
But I saw it in action on this show, not to jump too far ahead, but when they pull out the pictures, Ru says, Gottmik, you've given your permission for us to show this picture. And she made sure to say that. And then when she was discussing the transition on the podcast, there seemed to be an understanding that it was something that Gottmik said, yes, we can talk about it. Mm-hmm. And I love that because it's something that I had never considered as an ally, that, oh, well, I'm sharing that you're trans because I think being trans is amazing. And I'm, but that can be a violent act depending on where you're doing it, who you're doing it to.
Oh, yeah.
So I really liked, RuPaul's Drag Race doesn't always get the trans community right. They don't always do right by the they rarely do right by the trans community so far. But her saying, like, you gave us permission for this, and I just...
And I really like the conversation that Gottmik was having about how he doesn't have to speak on all... It's not a monolith. Like, what he's saying is not for resonating with every trans person. It's just his story, and he has just to remain truthful to his story, and that's how you represent...
Yeah. And what he says later, the best way to represent your community is just to be who you are, which I thought was really,
I love that.
Really wonderful.
Well, I was asked to leave the gay community because of who I was, so I did have to change myself.
Not the whole gay community, just...
Alexis! Ding ding, wrong one.
Because you're a good person.
Swing at her.
That was trauma.
I'm so sorry.
And you threw it at me with such excitement.
She's healed from it.
Yeah, you're healed.
You're healed.
Because you're a good person.
Get you some of this air.
I love when I get you.
Get you some of this air.
Oh my god.
That is true. Whenever I'm talking to Alexis on the phone, she'll say something stupid and she won't really react to herself. But then if I say, oh my god, that was so good, she bursts into laughter. She just needs that.
Oh my god, Mary. You're crying.
Hold on.
Hold up.
Yeah, so Gottmik, moving on. Gottmik, beautiful, wonderful,
yes,
loved it.
Lovely story. Let's talk about Candy Muse. Ever so charming, ever so fun, very giddy.
They talk about her fashion a little bit, and she's even charming about that. She's like, it wasn't really that bad, was it? And they were like, girl.
Plot twist, the person who designed that awful pocket dress also designed the dress that she wore on the runway this episode.
Now, I like
If you know that, once you see it, you're like, oh yeah, I see that.
Yeah. I think she's doing something interesting with her fashion.
Yeah.
Different.
Sorry, I keep jumping to the runway. I'm just so like...
Well, there was a lot of talking.
We can bounce around.
Yeah.
There was a lot of talking. Well, Candy, the thing I liked most about Candy's little interview thing with RuPaul and Michelle. I have no idea. I was about to say those two. I had no idea. With those two from the show, you know
both of y'all, that show that y'all do.
Going crazy.
That's a little wig show.
A little wig show.
That's a little wig show you're in charge of.
When she said, all the things that I've been put down for my entire life, like my lisp and my weight and my femininity or, whatever it was, I was praised for here. And then Ru, yelled at her, yes! But,
that's what she was trying to tell Tammy Brown way back in season 1.
Really?
She was yelling at her, and Tammy Brown was like, I don't see you walking children in nature. She's like, no, you're a star. You have to get out of your own way.
Right. Yeah. Watch your mouth.
I just loved hearing that because I think we can all relate to in some level. There are feminine sides to ourselves or things we hate about ourselves that really help us in drag. I mean, not for me. I'm very mask for mask. And if anything, I'm hindered by the fact that I have no femininity,
I think Candy's just so easy to talk to and so easy to listen to. I could listen to an audiobook read by Candy. Please.
It was real. I liked that.
I like her. I like her.
Yeah. I like her.
Let's talk about Rosé. Rosé's interview. Rosé's a Cute, darling little New York City
So
theater kid.
cute.
Mm-hmm.
From Houston. Which I didn't realize.
I didn't know that.
Well, they moved to Houston when she was very young. I didn't know that either.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that she brought up her Stephanie's sister.
Yeah,
What are
Stephanie's child.
Yeah.
There was a bit of a line of questioning of like, are they jealous? Are all competitive?
You
but
made it
she
further
was
than
like,
Jan.
she was like, no, we really support each other, and that was something on Twitter too. Jan took to Twitter to be like, no, we're not in competition with each other. We love each other.
Did you see that picture that Chan put out the other day? Not Chan, you're Chan. Jan put out the other day.
In the harness?
In the harness.
Oh,
Yeah.
She looked good. I'm getting horny. I'm getting horny.
I just love the idea of 3 queens in a grouping supporting each other. I just don't. We don't see that ever, you know.
Almost. It's 2.5. I'm working on it. Okay.
You're
working
so
on it.
sweet to think of me as
It's
a
half up.
because I'm so skinny.
Half up, half down. Either way.
Half up, half down.
She's only part of the equation.
Oh, okay.
And then
Also-
finally. Oh, I'm sorry. What?
No, just a thought. I saw it on Twitter of her brother. Was that this episode or last episode?
What you thinking
They
about
got
her
a
and her
video-
brother for?
They got a video call. Rose got a video call from her brother.
Oh, was that like an Untucked thing? I
Yeah.
didn't watch Untucked.
I saw it on Twitter. He's cute too.
Until we get an Interior Illusions Lounge again, I don't have time.
Yeah. Yeah, listen.
You're listening.
Listen.
Listening, looking.
Interior Delusions
Would
Lounge.
like to touch.
Yeah.
It would be an interior saboteur lounge.
Oh.
I'd watch that.
Yes. yes,
See?
yes.
See, she laughed really loud when you give her a little bit of like
I like a
affirmation.
reaction.
Then finally we move on to Simone.
Speaking of interior saboteur,
Interior saboteur, yeah.
Interior saboteur, yeah.
She had a couple of touching moments.
Mm-hmm.
This entire episode, I often am, but I was enamored with Simone.
100%.
Every moment she had to speak was so meaningful and so moving, and I mean, she came from Arkansas. She came from fucking Arkansas. Have y'all been to Arkansas?
I would not like to go.
No, it is. Sorry, Arkansas. It is awful.
Mm-hmm.
I can only think of one other place worse, and that's Mississippi. But Arkansas is awful. Did I ever tell you? Curtis did. I'm not going to say what theater he did, but he worked for a summer at a theater company in Arkansas. Mm-hmm. So I would go visit him a lot, and we would stay at the Microtel Inn because it was very early in our relationship. So I wanted to see him all the time. You know, now I'd be like, FaceTime me, we'll talk. But I was like, oh, I'm going to surprise him. I'm going to get us the Days Inn, which was across the parking lot because it had a pool. Mm-hmm. And I was like, and it was a little more expensive. So I was like, I'm going to surprise him with that. I booked the Days Inn. We go in. It's a little run down, but like, okay, it's fine. We're in Arkansas. This Days Inn is across from Microtel and the Walmart. Sure. They give us our room key. We go up to the room. We open the door. There's a man laying in the bed watching TV. And then we were like, oh, sorry. The man didn't turn a head. He was just like watching. So we closed the door and went back downstairs. And I was like, you gave us the room for someone else's room? And he goes, yeah. Maybe. And I was like, you know what? We're just going to cancel this reservation. Like, I don't know that, like, this is going to work out. And the guy behind the counter goes, yeah, I don't blame you. So we went back to the Microtel. We were very happy.
Something is going on in that Days Inn.
Right? There's many bodies
something
buried.
going on in that Days
But
Inn.
he just was like, yeah, I don't blame you.
I wonder what he was watching. Probably Top Model.
He was watching Top Model because he was so into it.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't even notice the 2 gay guys that were like, can we have sex in here? No.
And he's actually the guest on episode 2 of Wanna Be on Top. Hosted by Shea Coulee.
The guy from the Days
Yeah.
Inn.
From the Days Inn.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my
Mobile.
gosh. Shay, how did
We'll
you
be
get
talking
that
about Miss
one?
J.
Oh my gosh.
So Simone is someone that just bears all the emotions on her shoulder. And it's just really great to listen and see her.
She's one of the people, though, I don't think we saw a lot of that emotion until towards the end of the season. And then she really started to let it all out. Like the vulnerability and being in the bottom 2, I think really shook her to the point that she's like, fuck it, I'm just going to put it all out there.
Yeah, she's been so consistent and so, like, top tier the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
She did say one thing that I really resonated with. Simone is the me I didn't allow myself to be as a kid. Which I think there's a little bit of that in all of us.
Mm-hmm.
Or certainly in me. I love that. And I love Simone.
It's very relatable. the whole talk of like imposter syndrome and like,
oh,
not being
honey,
good enough.
Oh,
Like,
when she broke down at the end, you know, explaining to herself, her little self, what she's gonna be or
little
whatever.
Reggie.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
she started like crying, saying like, "You're gonna believe all the things people told you."
oh my gosh,
That you're broken, whatever. And I was like, oh my God, we're such a broken community, because I know all of us queers were just sitting on the couch going, she broke my heart. She won it. She put it back together. This was the Simone episode. Simone Strong.
Simone Strong. Okay, something fun. When they were writing down their raps, Rose said that she is the rap stress. I think we got this a little bit from, who was the other queen that was like, I'm the rap stress up? Was that,
That said I was a rap
oh,
yeah,
she's a
like kind
rapper.
of a rap. Rose was like, I'm kind of a rapper. Like, I write raps really well.
Was it UK?
Oh, excuse me.
There has been 20 seasons.
I
in this
know.
pandemic.
Yeah, our brain
Alone.
is
We'll hear about it in
fried.
the comments.
Tell us in the comments in the form of a rap.
In a form of a rap, please tell us who thought they could rap. Thank you. Another little exciting moment was when they announced, and you will do choreography with Jamal Sims. And then seeing Gottmik lose it.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I think we all, especially after the Peck appearance we got from Jamal this season, I think we're all in love with Jamal Sims.
Mm-hmm.
And just seeing Gottmik geek out and crush all over Jamal, I was like,
Yeah.
same. I get you. Same.
He is a dance instructor, but he's like the fun dance instructor. Like, you can mess up, but be you. Do you.
He doesn't hate you.
No.
There's certain choreographers, it seems like they're mad at you, that you're disrespecting their movements.
Mm-hmm.
But Jamal's just like,
Oh, yeah.
fuck it up. Yeah, no, you look ridiculous, but you could do something else.
That's
Like,
hot.
and he's got pecs.
Yeah, he's got to.
Those
Everyone
pecs.
wants titty in the mouth.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I don't know if you put that in. When I said it out, I was like, well, I think that's something you internalize.
We're going to put that inside our stuff.
Okay.
But I agree.
Yes. Everyone loves boobies.
I love a massive
massive.
peck. I do.
Same. Oh, you really do.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We love being nursed.
Yeah. Maybe that's what it was. You know,
Yes.
because I was a twin and my brother was bigger than me, and so I didn't get fed as much. So I think I'm always looking for the nipple. Feel like we're gonna wait. What?
her stone fell off. That's why we made that look.
I really like. I want. Is Denali mad at you?
What? I don't think she knows this is happening.
Oh, bitch! I just realized those are all green. You're gonna have like the background. Oh no, it's funny. I think having like just little titty
When
backgrounds.
she does it,
Ooh.
it's
it's
cute.
funny.
You were wearing a giant
Yes.
green dress. Your entire body would have disappeared.
Sometimes I want that. Sometimes I don't want to be perceived.
You don't want to be seen. You stop that inner saboteur lounge right now.
Interior saboteur.
Interior
lounge.
yeah. So let's just get straight to the main challenge, the lucky verses. What did we think of the verses? Which one stood out to you?
Ooh.
I have to say,
I liked them all.
Do it. Say
well,
it.
Gottmik started it out so strong.
I agree.
Everything was audible. She looked amazing. She looked gorge.
She moved so well.
She did.
Which is not something, and I know Michelle said this,
Yeah.
is not something we've seen the entire time. It was like she finally was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. I thought Gottmik killed.
Yeah.
She went for it.
Killed it.
I agreed. Up next was Candy, who I also loved because I like that she did that whisper thing.
A little dynamic. Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, Candy's a star.
Yeah.
So
Visually, this was a really cute video.
Ooh,
Yeah.
This was a really cute.
Also, I liked that all the backup dancers had fencing masks on
Because of COVID.
because
Stacy.
COVID.
Well, I also love that this is RuPaul's music video, and she recorded her entire part of the music video in the place where she does all the, like,
You've got mail.
you've
ones.
got mail ones.
I watched them all because you know how they put them on Instagram, like the important parts.
Mm-hmm.
So the night of, I'll watch them on Instagram, and then the next day I'll watch it on the show. I like Rosé's, but I didn't understand her fast until I saw the.
It was inaudible. Some of it was inaudible.
Right.
I needed captions.
Yeah, I
maybe,
need a little
maybe
caption.
some like bouncing
Yeah.
text, like
Titties.
a sing along.
Bouncing titty.
Ooh, a pair of boobies that just like highlight the words as we hit them.
Oh, my mouth will water.
Getting horny.
I mean, overall, they all did such a great job, and I love hearing Rosé's voice. Rosé
Yeah.
has such a great voice.
Her in the dance rehearsal too was very
Mm-hmm.
bow, 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 bow. She's
Until
got
that
training.
one move when she was like,
Oh, the...
yes. whatever.
Oh, when they have to break it down.
Curtis goes, she's doing the Carlton. Sorry, I'm talking about Curtis a lot.
Do we want to get him in here?
No. It's fine. He was on TV already this week. And then Simone, she's electric. Boogie, oogie, oogie, oogie.
Yeah.
Skin looking great.
And
Smiles
I love too that her verse had a different, like she had like the bridge. She had the Michelle of Destiny's Child moment. And I loved it. I thought it suited her really well. I just loved it.
Yeah.
Roll.
It's such a strong top 4. And that's kind of what this episode was, just showcasing how great they are.
Yeah.
Well, let's get into the runway. So this week the category is Drag Excellence. RuPaul walks out in a...
Yeah, it was like ruffle.
Little ruffle, short
ruffled
dress.
short shorts.
Yeah. She's been feeling those legs this year.
Yeah, she's been switching up the
switching up the medication, I'm sure.
Yeah. So drag excellence. So that's just clearly like, it's the finale, just wear something that you feel good in. That's why I wore this today. This is the old background of Details with Dita Ritz. When we first started, we just hung fabric on the wall.
Wait, this is an old background from Camping Out with Alexis Bubbles.
Oh, no one saw that. People watched this one.
Okay.
Alexis made this. I said, just make me something. I like long sleeves, just whatever. And she made this. She made this little like top thing. And then she did this hair.
Your body is pulled in?
So anyway, my drag excellence is Alexis P. Bethel.
Oh, I love you.
I think your drag is very excellent. Did you believe that one?
No. Did you make eye contact?
No.
You're not winning the acting challenge when you get on RuPaul's Drag Race.
Win.
My drag excellence is this melting Denali hand-me-down. Do you hear it? Oh! There we go. They're all coming.
My drag excellence is at home. This is just kind of, it's a hot day and I walked here.
Well, she brought a different dress that was really pretty, a green dress. And I said,
Yeah.
it's green screened, ma'am. But you look gorgeous.
But I did make this and it does have pockets. Or the green one had pockets. This one has...
no pockets. A place for your boobs. So, who came up first?
I have it.
Okay.
Got Mick in
Giving
this incredible polka dot
Spot Mick.
gown. Hair by Wigs and Grace, I believe. This was incredible. This was jaw-dropping. She had the black spots, but she also had the skin-colored spots.
Which was her story, remember? Like, she was saying that she used to be all white-faced because she thought she was too feminine. And so she started to feel more comfortable. So she's showing her regular skin. So it was like a combo of like, I feel powerful in my skin now.
It was incredible.
Right? Doesn't
That's
that bring
amazing.
it to a different level? Yeah.
100 on your essay.
100.
On your essay, I was in a search-and-proof commentary, an analytical approach to watching Drag Race.
Cite your sources.
She always gets the assignment. The patches of
cuts
skin
outs,
and
yeah.
the makeup, and then in the wig.
And the dot that was in the wig that she
that
drew
came
on her
down.
back.
Yes.
Incredible. Just the shape of everything with the hair being up and out and then the waist and then the dress.
Yeah.
The Shape of Everything. Remember The Shape of Water?
Oh, that's my favorite movie.
Gay.
Why did we... What were we going through as a nation that we decided a film about a woman fucking a fish was something that we wanted to honor? What's that?
Bestiality.
Feastiality. Fishtiality.
Pescatarians.
Kirstiality.
Oh, don't bring
You're
her up
almost
again.
thirsty alley.
Thirsty Alley. We're getting... Oh, now we're just looping back around.
Speaking of thirsty, up next, Candy Muse in her futuristic kind of moment. She had like exaggerated shoulders. That invisible like corset skirt that came up high-waisted. I thought it was interesting. It didn't on the outset scream glamour like finale vibes.
Yeah.
But
then her voiceover said, I don't do that.
Yeah. But it was very her. It's very futuristic. I liked it.
I liked it too.
I also think we just are at a place now where it's like, whatever Candy gives me, I'm gonna like.
I also think we're at a place that U.S. Drag Race, we expect these incredible editorial looks for every single runway. And this was an outfit I would be thrilled to wear at a bar. And I would feel like the queen of the universe, So I thought she looked great.
It was kind of cartoony to me too. I saw Daphne in the Jetsons. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Purple and gorgeous hair. Yeah.
She's always stamped.
If you're not a gown person, if you don't feel like your character is glamorous, but you can give glamour because we've seen glamour from her, but that's not what you want to do with your drag excellence, you do you. Just tear them off. Oh! Sorry.
What you mean? Oh, I'm sorry. You knew what was gonna happen.
Up next is Rosé in her tartan gown, giving a nod to her heritage and turn around, and she had the gorgeous kind of brave hair, tendrils, curls, down to her butt. I mean, it was beautiful.
It wasn't for me, but she was very happy in it, so I can't deny that.
I liked it. I just think it...
I like
personally. I would have done stones everywhere.
I would have done stones everywhere.
Yeah.
I felt like it's the same problem we've had with her all season in that she's hiding her body again. The proportions were just a little weird, but I thought the idea of wearing a tartan gown was so cool, and I love that she felt so proud of her Scottish heritage in it. And I think that's amazing. She has a body. We got to see it in the music video. I wanted to see it on the
I want to see a little bit more body. You want a little bit more pull.
Her body, Rosé.
Well, just like, because she had that one, it looked like sort of a fan coming up here, and any sort of shape coming down to her waist was hidden by that. And I think we've seen a lot of her costumes do that to her. So,
yeah.
I mean, she still looked gorgeous. Who am I?
Stunning.
Oh, and then Simone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Simone in this beautiful royal purple. She had the cornrows, just stunning, statuesque. And it's exactly what Carson said. That could have easily worn her, but she wore it. Yeah. She had those exaggerated sleeves. She got her bag. Then she put the bag on her dress, and she wore the bag as the sleeves.
The sleeves were wider than her waist, too. Like, she was so tiny.
And then the jewels in her hair. Like, it was just all so gorgeous.
It was very Simone, too. It was unapologetic.
Unapologetically
Delicious.
black. That is something that she's been giving all fucking season.
Yeah.
And it's gorgeous, and it's beautiful, and it's high drag.
She's always been top tier.
That was the runway.
Favorite runway.
Gottmik.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm gonna say Gottmik.
Okay.
Three gots.
Okay, 3 gots.
EGOT.
And then they do their talk to the babies. They're like, talk to your baby. Which are so cute. They all look so cute. Those are long. Those are long moments.
Especially
long
the
episode.
You said you don't want to talk about it.
Well, we have a podcast. We have a podcast section where we get to hear everything. And then you're such a... So the only one I really even cared to hear was Simone, because she got so deep with it.
Yeah.
It was really cool to see Gottmik share their journey.
Yeah.
And, of course, seeing Simone break down. Those are my top 2. Simone and Gottmik. Yeah, I would be happy if either of them wins the season. I
think it's going to go to one of those two, and I think it could go to anyone. I want a Gottmik or a Simone victory.
Yeah, me too.
Personally.
Yeah, and I feel bad because like Rosé has just been performing so well. Like, she's performed better than Candy. But I feel like we're often like, yeah, I'd be happy if Candy won too, and we just kind of gloss over Rosé. I think the thing with Rosé is just
we know she's gonna be okay.
Well, and we've seen her drag. Like, we've seen
is gonna be okay.
Oh, you were doing rap, and I wouldn't be upset if Rosé won. I would just be surprised.
Yeah. Well, like I said, and like we all know, it doesn't matter if you've made it to the top, especially in a season where there has been 4 months worth of episodes.
Yeah.
Losing is the new winning.
You're not losing.
Losing is the new winning.
Yeah.
That should be a song by
Like,
RuPaul.
when I think about winning,
they do their lip sync for their lives, and it is a 1-by-1. I like this format.
More twists.
Because this is how you would do it at your gig. It's all you. You take that stage. You live that fantasy.
It's less about worrying about what everyone else is doing.
I loved it. The final edited.
It's all woven together.
Simone with the handkerchief as a nod to Whitney Houston.
Yes.
Incredible.
Very fun stunt.
Very good.
Very delicious.
As for the lip sync, Simone. Simone
won that.
Took me
Simone
all the way.
won that.
I do love watching Candy lip sync. She brings like this kind of frenetic energy that's just very exciting to watch.
And I, again, will say, I think Gottmik brought a confidence to the way she moved her body that we haven't seen before. So I was really excited that she carried that energy.
Yeah, they were talking about it earlier. Gottmik and Rosé hadn't ever had to lip sync except for that first episode. So they were excited to get back into it. This is your kind of last ditch effort. Yeah. I was a little, not sad. I was wondering if the tartan was a tearaway something so she could do her turns.
Twirls.
But that didn't happen. And,
if you just start rolling your eyes, it looks like she's twirling.
oh, yeah. Did your parents ever get mad at y'all for rolling your eyes?
No. It was sucking the teeth. It was the... it was the... For me. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because...
Give me an example.
Anytime... Jamie, can you go take out the trash? Okay. Huh? Huh? What about...
Ooh.
Oh, that's funny.
It's really fun, though.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun to suck your teeth. It's sucking the teeth. It's...
Oh, it is kind of like...
Well, you've got the perfect gap for it. That's...
I mean, that's
no,
how
it's true.
I would face them, and I would project it, and the wind would hit them, and and then it would spread. And
my teeth are too brittle. If I tried to do it, both teeth would just... Anyway, that was season 13. Bye.
No, we got 2 more episodes, bitch.
Ow, come on.
Because they don't send anybody home.
They were stretching this out because they really wanted the girls together for the finale. I know, COVID season.
Someone said on Twitter, season 13 is almost over, and we've had 5 episodes where no one was sent home.
Yep.
5.
Yep.
Out of 14 episodes, no one went home.
We had a whole season of UK since this started. I'm not mad because we get to do this and we get to be with each other.
Oh my god, don't we?
I think they were really hoping for the world to be open again by the time of the finale, and they're doing the reunion episode next week, and that's over Zoom, a la Zoom. So they might be submitting something for the finale. I don't know. It could be another remote finale situation like they did with season 12.
Yeah, that's a bummer. I don't know. People are getting vaccinated. Like,
Yeah.
I can fly now. I can fly wherever I want.
Yes.
I shouldn't.
Got half.
One side effect of vaccination is that you get wings. So that's great. They came in.
Just like Red Bull. Put it in me.
I have one good joke and I'm trying for more and you're mad at me for it.
No, I'm not mad. You could have gone further with it. Perhaps like
A coaching session.
perhaps COVID vaccine. It gives you buffalo wings. And then cut to you eating buffalo
and then just
wings,
cut to
which
me
is something
sauce,
that you
which
do.
I am
Yeah.
gonna cut to me in an hour.
Yeah.
You don't think I'm going to Wingstop on the way home? You don't think I order it as soon as I get out of the elevator?
Do you have a
and get
Wingstop
service?
near you?
Oh, it's
Yes.
It's like a block away from our house,
Oh, that's dangerous.
right next to
I
Dunkin'
don't think I've
Donuts.
ever had Wingstop.
I order it on the way home.
You like diarrhea?
I pick it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby. I like a diarrhea in my booty. So let me get a Wingstop. Yeah.
Why are you Italian? Let me get the Wingstop.
Let me
for
get
my
a Wingstop.
diarrhea.
I'm in the mood for a diarrhea.
Diarrhea, spaghetti. My poop looked like spaghetti. Okay, we gotta go. So, thank you so much for watching. Before we go, though, just wanted to thank you again for giving to our Venmo, CashApp, or PayPal. That is very exciting. It is very meaningful. Every time we get a little notification, it's a fun little, like that. We do that. We go, oh!
Well, because she keeps her phone on vibrate and she puts it in her pants.
So give her a call.
I'm like, I don't want you to take this the wrong way. I just feel like you've peaked already this episode.
Peaked?
Through what?
So we thank you so much for giving to us, but we would also, we have been giving back throughout the last year to different organizations. And as of today, the world has become aware of the murder of Dante Wright. So we thought perhaps, because I know there has been protests, there's been justifiable rioting, we would like to give to the Minnesota Freedom Fund so we can assist with bail or with any other needs they might have to make it through this goddamn fucked up legal system. So if you would like to do that when you give to our sorry, I'm wearing a corset. When you give to our PayPal, our Cash App, or our Venmo, just put in the note Minnesota Freedom Fund, donation, whatever, and we will go ahead and move that along. Because it's not...
It's something that we gotta...
It's not surprising, it's just... Fuck.
It's the reality.
Yeah.
In the same city.
Yep.
You're literally in the... in the world is watching you right now, and you decide to do the exact same fucking thing. Like, fuck you. Sorry, I really took it left. I'm so sorry. We were like laughing. I really took it left. Prayers for his family, of course. Fuck all of the police involved. And just to our black friends and family, to the black queer people, black trans especially, like, it must be so scary to have to go through this fucking again. We see you, we love you, you are meaningful, you are beautiful, and we are by you.
Yes, and we will help you keep your spirits up through this fight.
Yes.
Yeah, watch our stupid ass videos. We'll make you laugh or make you cry. Either way, you'll have an emotion that RuPaul has no problem having this episode. So yeah, I put it back.
And then what show were we reviewing? Yeah. RuPaul's wig.
RuPaul's wig.
That wig show that y'all.
If you'd like to see more of us, please join us over at Patreon, where we have exclusive content, a podcast. And if you want to see even more of us, it'll be out by now, but Bambi Bakes is in its full second season. It's underway, and we were guests on this week's episode. So after you watch this, go subscribe to Bambi Bakes. Just search Bambi Bakes.
Moving Standards is
under
YouTube
Moving
channel.
Standards. Subscribe there. Watch us. We tell some Patreon only exclusive content.
We do. I'm
nervous.
I'm nervous about what
she loved doing. I really am.
We were high
on some bread and cheese, on some
bread and
cheese fondue.
and we got Gabby, so
But yeah,
go give that a look. And then until next time,
it's called binge viewing. I'm the corn. Well, I'm gonna get in trouble. I'm gonna get in trouble.
Can we do a little podcast this week?
Wait,
I can try
who's
editing
leaving
it.
next? Me? Am I leaving before
I think
you?
you're leaving next, yeah.
Okay. I'll be back the day before the finale. Because then your first brunch is that Saturday.
It's the 24th. Mm-hmm.
We got our table. We reserved the table for
good,
4.
Oh, good.
Oh, we're so excited.
We're so
Me
excited.
too.
Oh, do you want to say that?
Yeah. Starting on April 24th, if you're in Chicago or are visiting the Chicago area, I am starting XYZ Brunch. It is a brunch at Roscoe's Tavern. So see me on the Saturdays.
Yes.
It's every Saturday after the 24th to 12 to 4. You could go to my Instagram and click on the link in my bio and reserve a table.
Would you
And
say
make
it'll
sure you
be-
make those reservations quick because those tables are
Yeah,
going.
we will be there. Would you say it'll be drag excellent?
On top.
And if you're in the town as well, Chicago area, my live bingo is coming back.
You're in the town.
Carol's Pub in Chicago every other Tuesday. I'll be there. This will be out by then, but...
Oh, yeah. If you are in the village, I will say that you can also come see me. I will be drinking in a bar again.
That is a sight worth seeing.
It really is.
You've never done that before.
No, and I'm excited to try it.
Yeah, something new. Something different.
Until next time, bye!
Okay,
Wait, we didn't do our Olivia Lux Mini Personal Achievement Award for Excellence in the Field.
Oh, okay.
This week's winner, the Olivia Lux Mini Personal Achievement Award for Excellence in the Field, goes to
Jamal
Sims Pectorals.
Woo!
Keep
For
them coming.
Keeping it tight, Jamal. We love you.
For keeping us fed, we are nurtured.
Mommy Milkies.
Mommy Milky.
Mommy
I
Milky.
listened to a podcast and she was talking about her big jugs. Actually, it was Michelle Collins. She had Bianca Del Rio on and she kept talking about her big Mommy Milky jugs.
Do you hear how my stomach's rumbling?
Because you
When
want
you
to
say,
Mommy
because I need that Similac, but the real thing. Ew!
Cancel. Hello. Welcome to IMHO.
Denali.
We're synced up.
Smell a stunt.
Dude, I'll put this on Reddit, Paula.
Paula! You're big. You're big. You're big. But you're big. You're big.
Now you go get some pussy. You enjoy it.
I got chips is stunning. Look, I'm not the villain society is.
I changed my mind.
I didn't like
You know what my little black dress would be?
What?
It would be
What?
a normal little black dress, but then you turn around and just come.
Let's get loud.
You can't do this. You think you can, but you can't. So don't try, because we're over here trying. You want to try it? Go ahead. But until you figure it out, don't say anything. Just sit there. Not to be rude, but isn't that Elliot with 2 T's?
Elliot with 2 T's and no lips.
Oh!
Why was 6 afraid of 7? Because she ate that.
Okay, women are allowed to fart.
Ooh, you all talk sassy.
I was giving you cum, honey.
Jennifer Lopez.
The Caucasian lifestyle.
What they name the baby? Ray.
No, you can't.
Okay,
You know,
girl
she
boss,
wins.
you better
win.
fart.
You win. You better fart.
You okay?
This Jesus dude, y'all be obsessed with.
I just need to show them how goofy I am.
I want to ride the motorcycle.
And don't fall down indoors, you old bitch.
When we prepared for the segment, you and I were sitting in
All
the...
right.
Go ahead. Well,
So-
Denali's CBD wildflower beverage is giving me body.